And now the unsolved murder mystery that's been haunting the auto racing world for 10 years. Why would anyone ambush one of the best drivers in the business, killing him and his wife execution style? Former TV detective Fred Dreyer of Hunter has more on the mystery.
Mickey Thompson's life was about racing, about speed, about pushing the limit. His wife Trudy was always at his side as he became a legend. But now, a decade later, the investigation into their unsolved murder slowly drags on.
You would think after 10.5 years that some of my desire to get the killers would wane. It hasn't. It's just as strong as the day as it happened. It's not okay, and I'm not going to let it go.
The grisly killings happened here in the Thompsons' driveway, gunshots shattering the early morning silence of this exclusive neighborhood in Los Angeles.
It was an assassination type thing. They didn't rob him. They didn't take anything. They just killed him. And the neighbors heard them Mickey yelling, "Don't hurt my wife, don't hurt my wife."
She had fallen and she had her hands up. And she was saying, "Please, please, no, no." And they didn't stop.
The family next door, awakened by gunfire, watched it all in horror.
Mickey saw all that and he was still alive. And then they killed him too.
The gunmen escaped on bicycles. Mickey Thompson was a racing pioneer. He competed off-road in Mexico and was called the fastest man on wheels, driving 400 miles an hour across the Bonneville Salt Flats.
He was a man of tremendous courage and integrity and drive, and there was never anything that Mickey didn't think he could accomplish.
In the years before his murder, Mickey became a race promoter, partnered with this man, Michael Goodwin, and together they created Stadium Motocross Competition. But the relationship soured and the lawsuits flew.
Michael Goodwin lost a lot of ground in those civil cases.
Mike Robinson is the latest in a line of investigators to take a crack at Mickey's murder.
He lost money. His car was seized by Thompson on 2 occasions. Ultimately, he wound up selling his house and closing his business down, filing bankruptcy.
Mickey told me 3 days before he died that he was concerned about a particular individual hurting he and his wife.
It was a little odd when he told me that he was getting death threats.
Tony, his next-door neighbor and eyewitness to the murder, hauntingly remembers the days before the slaying.
The threats he felt were coming directly from his ex-partner, Mike Goodwin.
And then suddenly, on a spring morning, gunfire echoed across the canyon.
For a minute, I was frozen because I was so stunned about what I was looking at.
Allison was only 12. She is speaking publicly for the first time about what she saw.
Took his time too. He wasn't in a hurry. He just kind of slowly took the gun right there and just kind of left it there. And then bam.
So would his ex-partner put out a contract on the racing legend? It's a question that will likely remain unanswered because Goodwin refuses to cooperate with the police.
Is there something about his behavior that strikes you as unusual?
It's not unusual if you're a guilty person, but there is no evidence to connect Michael Goodwin to these murders.
For now, detectives can pursue other leads and hope a recent $1 million reward offered by Mickey's sister will help. And what about those mysterious bicycle-riding killers? Although a bike was recovered, the shooters were never found and the murders never solved.
I think it's a solvable case. I think there's someone out there that has information that can push this over the edge.
Just this last month, detectives have developed new clues using state-of-the-art fingerprint and DNA technology. All they need now is 1 or 2 more pieces, and this puzzling murder will finally be solved.
Mickey Thompson's ex-partner, Michael Goodwin, denies any connection to the killing. If you know any evidence that might help police solve the murder, you can call the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department at area code 323-890-5500. Again, that's 323-890-5500.